Welcome to a very windy Zandvoort, the heartland of Max Verstappen support. It's round 15 of an incredible season. Maximum support for Max Verstappen. The Orange Army is out on force here in Zandvoort.
Five lights on. It's lights out and away we go. Pretty even start, but Max Verstappen in the second phase is already ahead of Lando Norris into turn one. Verstappen leads from Norris on the inside. George Russell has got the jump on Oscar Piastri, and the two McLarens have lost places out of turn one. Perez slots behind Charles Leclerc. He's lost a place too at the start, but it was Max Verstappen who got the better getaway.
Yeah, just too much wheel spin there from Lando. He never really hooked those rear tyres up. Recovered it a little bit in the second phase. And the reaction times were identical. Just too much wheel spin on the rear axle of that McLaren. They're two-wheel drive. There's no traction control. Everything goes through the rear tyres. And it's cost him the lead at the moment. But as I say, it's now all about plan B.
It's about 0.4 of a second difference in the run to 200 kilometers an hour in Verstappen's favour.
It was almost too few revs, wasn't it?
And Charles Leclerc, another one making places at the start, decided that the outside was the way to go here. George Russell, lovely move on the inside. Leclerc goes around the outside of Sergio Perez.
Piastri, frustratingly from McLaren, lost out to Russell too.
Hamilton's got a good slipstream behind Daniel Ricciardo in the RB. He's going down the inside on Daniel Ricciardo, and Lewis Hamilton makes that move stick. Absolutely superb there from Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz and the move that he made on Fernando Alonso around the outside. Very neat indeed. Good respect from both drivers. The other Ferrari of Carlos Sainz is trying again for the third time to squeeze that car past Pierre Gasly. This time around, it's very, very close. They are wheel to wheel going through turn two. Inside line just favours Carlos Sainz, and he makes the move stick.
Car doesn't turn at all in 10. Understood.
Here comes Lando Norris. Max Verstappen only has a few car lengths in front here. Norris has really caught up with Verstappen on this lap.
Yeah, my tires are just numb. They don't move. Yeah, copy that, man.
Norris, who started on pole and was beaten into the first corner by the home hero, but now with 20 kilometers an hour of extra pace is challenging down the main straight here. And look at that extra pace with DRS for Lando Norris, who takes the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Verstappen will try and fight it, but has to back out, and we've got to change a lead here, and the pole sitter is out in front. Last three Grand Prix, we have had 17 changes of the lead, at least 3 lead changes in each of the past 6 Grand Prix, and that's the first change of the lead that we've had today. And it is Lando Norris past Max Verstappen, who realised, I think, Martin, that he couldn't fight that one any longer. And the pace that Norris had coming off the banking at the final corner, slingshotting his way past the Red Bull.
Yeah, and of course they're getting the rear wing open in the banking, aren't they? Both of them, actually, as to which tyre they should put on when they do come in.
So 60 kilometres an hour might seem quite fast for such a narrow pit lane, and 3.4 seconds was a slow stop for George Russell. They're trying to cover Charles Leclerc. Here comes the red Ferrari, who's managed to get past Fernando Alonso, and George Russell, by virtue, I think, of that extra second stationary, is going to come out behind Alonso and behind Leclerc.
Okay, you've got clear air now. Plan A target +5. Let's go.
As in comes Oscar Piastri, who just wants a nice straightforward stop, and that's exactly what he got. Verstappen goes through into turn one, Charles Leclerc goes through, and George Russell goes through. But can Oscar Piastri get out here ahead of Sergio Perez? That's what McLaren are looking for, and that's what has been delivered with a smart stop and some decent driving from the young Australian. Oscar Piastri now right on the back of George Russell in the Mercedes.
Yeah, if he carries on like that, if he can clear these cars quickly, he is again looking at a podium, Oscar Piastri. This is key. If he can just sail past Russell, that'll do him nicely.
Well, Can he do that? We've had enough rain here to make boats very much the favoured mode of transport down that main straight, and he has sailed past George Russell on the exit of turn 1. Piastri gets that move done at the first time of asking. As Alex Albon makes his way on the track, a gaggle of cars there, past Kevin Magnussen with Gasly in hot pursuit and Fernando Alonso in hot pursuit too, and they come out of turn 1 with Gasly just ahead and forcing his way past Alex Albon, who thought he got into the points, but he's now going to have to stay in 11th place. This was absolutely brilliant. It's like watching the Indy 500 here, the amount of cars together going around the banking.
Yeah, a lot going on there, wasn't there? And
It's just dangerous. Like, really dangerous.
What was?
I don't know. Well, obviously, their delayed radio message, so I don't know which bit exactly he was talking about there.
Does he mean Magnussen kind of holding everybody up? But that looked like racing to me, Martin.
Can he catch Verstappen? I think if he can clear this Ferrari quickly, he will comfortably catch Verstappen.
Yeah, McLaren could be on for a 1-2 here, but before they do that, they've got to sort out the 3-4. And Piastri on the inside, no room there from Charles Leclerc. Meanwhile, here's Carlos Sainz under braking, and this time I dare say he might just have got the better of Sergio Perez. Under braking, Sainz gets his man. And he's had that pace, but Perez has been able to defend the last couple of laps. Sainz made it look very easy on this particular occasion. He is up into 6th. And the gap, 19.8 seconds. We're at nearly 20 seconds. Piastri just can't find a way to get close enough to Charles Leclerc to get some DRS assistance and to try and mount a challenge on that Ferrari. Ever since on lap 18, this car number 4, took the lead of this race. Joined Max Verstappen as the only 2 drivers to have led over 100 laps this season. They are the top 2 in the championship. They are going to scrap it out now all the way to Abu Dhabi.
This is a massive confidence boost for Lando Norris in particular, and McLaren as well, but in terms of converting the pole position into a victory. And
I love the way the Dutch crowd are all standing to applaud Lando Norris and his efforts here today. And what an effort it's been too. McLaren bounce back after the summer break, take the Dutch Grand Prix. Lando Norris wins in Zandvoort. That championship challenge is ignited here by the shores of the North Sea. Max Verstappen will come home in 2nd place, but that Red Bull has been a distant second here this afternoon. Norris wins, Verstappen takes 2nd.
And Norris did the fastest lap of the race on the final tour for another World Championship point.
Well done. Well done. Oh, very good way. Simply lovely, huh? Well done. You did just sneak it in there as well. Fastest lap there. Thank you. Well done, boys. Incredible job. Car was unbelievable. Thank you so much. Incredible job. Let's keep pushing. Let's make it more easy. Because it was still a tough race, but let's keep pushing. Love you all. Thank you.
Red Bull will go back to a drawing board somewhere to try and find some pace, and Lando Norris, with his trademark celebrations, will very much enjoy his achievements here in Zandvoort. They came, they saw, and today he conquered. Lando wins the Dutch Grand Prix.